Southeast Iceland is where most of the island's ice is, with glaciers and glacier lagoons. It is here where we kayaked among icebergs, went inside an ice cave, wandered between icebergs on a black sand beach, and even walked on top of an iceberg, along with a few other things. This may just be our favorite part of Iceland. Just a 5-hour drive from Reykjavik is the beautiful Glacier Lagoon of Jokulsarlon, a must-see destination in Iceland. Now this is Iceland. This lagoon started forming in 1935 and has continued to grow larger with the melting of the glaciers. It is now Iceland's deepest lake at 814 feet deep. This is amazing. All of these icebergs out here in this glacial lagoon. Just incredibly beautiful. The lagoon is made up of seawater and freshwater because it is connected to the ocean by a small channel, as I'm trying to point out here, but there is too much wind noise. Did you know that the icebergs in Jokulsarlon Glacier Lagoon end up on Diamond Beach? They do. The Glacier Lagoon is right on the other side of that bridge. What happens is, chunks of ice break off of the glaciers and fall into the lagoon. The icebergs slowly melt and drift through the small channel into the North Atlantic Sea. We are heading across the black sand to the sea. And this is what we find, Diamond Beach. The waves from the ocean wash the icebergs ashore onto the black sand beach, where they glisten in the sun like diamonds. That is why this is called Diamond Beach. The icebergs from the lagoon are now beautiful translucent ice sculptures here on Diamond Beach. Wes has a piece of ice here.
Wes is washing her waves behind. For your drink tonight, sweetie?
No, not really. No. Our first evening here, the diamonds, or ice chunks, were small. When we went back a couple of days later, they were huge. Some were taller than we were. These things are melting fast, they're dripping. This is probably my favorite place in all of Iceland. And this whole process is one of God's amazing creations. It's like diamonds! Gotta watch out for those sneaker waves. And here's a recap of the process.
Well, the snow falls in the mountains behind us, and then it falls on the glacier, and then it gradually migrates with gravity's help and heat down to the end of basically the lake down there, which was formed by the glacier when it scooped it out when it was bigger, and it's receding. Then they break off, then the currents heading towards the ocean, so the current carries them down When they get small enough, they melt, and then they go down the channel over here underneath the bridge. Then they come out here, and they get into the ocean where they get, basically a lot of them get pushed by the waves up against the shore, and they hang around here till they melt.
So amazing. As we were driving along, we came across a strange sight indeed. A big red chair in the middle of nowhere, bolted to the top of a rock. We're going kayaking on a glacier lagoon. We had a little fun putting our dry suits on, and then we headed down to the water. We're gonna board our kayaks down here. We learned the rules, did some practice, and set off.
Here's Teresa about to disembark on her first Arctic kayak adventure. We don't know if she'll survive.
Here we are. It's an ice cave? How cool, it's blue in there. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We are in an ice cave. Here's Wes. We're coming out of the ice cave. How cool is that? This is really amazing. Okay, looks like we're gonna land here. We're gonna go up on a huge iceberg. We have just landed. We're about to get our crampons. We're walking on the iceberg. Yeah.
So you get like the X-rays on the big glacier.
This is cool.
Here is Teresa ascending to the top of the iceberg. We're on the iceberg in the lake.
This is the picture spot up here, I guess.
So guys, how are you doing?
We are
This is amazing.
You are standing on an iceberg.
We're on an iceberg.
in the middle of the lake.
In the middle of the lake.
It's amazing.
Behind Teresa, we have the main feed for the glacier is over right out there. Is what's feeding into this lake and bringing all these icebergs down here.
So we're gonna head back down to the kayaks. We'll get off the iceberg and paddle some more. I think we're paddling about 4 kilometers we're doing today. We're gonna go under this iceberg here. We just got back. It's so amazing to go float between all these little icebergs. Fabulous trip. Highly recommend it.
Do these make me look fat? I feel like a Smurf.
You look like the on Willy Wonka.
Yeah, Oompa Loompas.
Yes, you look like one of those.
I'm a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah, Oompa Loompa.
These are not form flattering.
That's okay. They keep you warm. Iceland has lots of quirky things, and one of those is the Mangled Bridge Girders. So in 1996, there was a really bad flood, and it came through and it washed out the bridge. And so this is what remains of that bridge from that flood in 1996. And of course, I had to climb it. Reindeer crossing, cool. I don't know the name of this place, but it is a great place to stop along the ring road and let kids get out and explore, or just to stretch your legs. It was raining and blowing when we were there, so we didn't stay long. Which of these places would you like to visit? Please let us know in the comments. There may be some sins which a man cannot speak, but there is no sin which the blood of Christ cannot wash away. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in the next one.